yeah, 46 miles per hour is just not enough. And I don't think you're at fault. I think you are a liar. So I'm going to steal you and put you in there. Let's see what happens. So in the last video I did with this new Losi NASCAR that I keep calling a Grom, and I'm going to keep calling it a Grom because it's a Grom. I did this KingVal 6100 kV conversion, brushless conversion on it that came with this speed controller that's rated at 35 amps. And I don't think it's being truthful on its 35 amp rating. Either that or it's just a really, really crappy speed controller. Because this thing was thermaling, going into protect mode after, I don't know, like 30, 45 seconds worth of runtime. And the motor was not getting very hot. I mean, it was getting warm, but it was like 115 degrees, 116 degrees, so not enough to warrant shutdown. But the speed controller, he was getting so hot, I couldn't even touch him. Now, this speed controller is rated at 35 amps, much like the one that I had put into my Mojave, but I don't think it's a true 35, because the other KingVal motor, its 35 amp speed controller, is a much nicer, much heavier, more robust ESC than what the 6100 came with. So I don't really think that's a 35. I think that's like a 25 amp speed controller. And on the stock 19-tooth pinion, it was just too much. And this thing was slower than my Mojave is with the 5400 motor. The Mojave does 55 without a problem. This thing struggled to do 46 and then, you know, kept overheating. So this is the Easy RC Colorado, and he is a true 45 amp ESC. This has been a pretty decent ESC. I did have some problems with it at first, and I don't know if it was just programming with the radio or what, but eventually it worked itself out, started working properly. And these things come with a 2S battery from the factory, and this thing's actually got pretty decent speed. I forget what the speed is, but it's like 38, 39 miles per hour on 2S. So I'm going to take his speed controller, because I don't really play with this truck. I don't really care for it all that much, which is kind of why I wanted to get my hands on the new Unreliable ROG1, because I think it's a better truck. Then again, I do see everybody blowing CVs on it, so maybe it's not. Who knows? It's a nice enough truck, but I don't play with it. So I'm going to take his speed controller out, and I'm going to put it in him, and then we're going to go take it for another blast. And hopefully we can get a better speed out of it. My original goal was to break 70. I really wanted to break 80, but I was hoping it would at least break 70. And I kind of don't think that's going to be a possibility. But, man, if I can at least get it to 60 on this setup, I think that'd be the way to go. So I am just going to pull it apart and swap the two of them. And then we'll go take it for a run. Woo! And bada boom, bada bing. Got the new one in. Pulled out this one. Yeah. This is one of my brush controllers. So yeah, I pulled out this one, threw this one in, and this I don't think will be a permanent setup. I just put it in there to see how it works. This has got some kind of soft start thing going on. You pull the trigger on the radio, give it a little bit of throttle, and it jerks. Actually, here, you know what? Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me turn this thing on, turn him on. And so See? I'm off the throttle and it still goes. So, yeah, something's... you pull the trigger and it still keeps going. So, I don't like this speed controller either. So, let's just actually see if we can get any more speed. We got 46 out of the other one. And we'll try this one and see if it does better than 46. I'm not very hopeful. Hopefully it at least runs cooler. So, I don't know. Let's go try it. Well, heck, that turned out to be an utter waste of time. This little speed controller is even worse than the other one. It did not thermal. I was actually able to run the entire battery pack, but this thing would not go above 29 miles per hour. So, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is here. I don't think I've got this thing overgeared. But I'm done playing with this setup. So, Mr. Grom, my Mojave Grom, is going to lose his 5400 setup in ESC, and I'm going to just put it on over to this one, because we want to go fast, and 46 and 29 is not fast enough. So we're going to go ahead and swap those over, and I'm also going to ditch the 19 tooth pinion that I have in there and throw in this 22 tooth. Now I did get the entire motor mount set, which has got 10 different motor mounts for these Arma Groms and Losi NASCARs. And the neat thing about these is they are reversible. So you can go as little as a 1659 combo, or you can go all the way up to a 3159 combo. And from what I've been seeing, I think up to like a 32 tooth will fit underneath that stock cover. I can't guarantee that, just from what I've seen online. I've been seeing a couple of guys out there that are just hitting unbelievably fast speeds, like over 80 miles per hour. And one of those guys is, and I hope I'm pronouncing his guy's name right. It's Kaniz RC, Kaniz RC. And I'm gonna put a link to his video down below in the description, and definitely want to check it out. He's got over 80 miles per hour. I know the video I'm gonna be linking, it shows him doing 80. He's got a wicked castle set up in his, and he's also custom made a titanium center drive shaft and also custom spur gears, so that it switches it from this 0.5 mod, which is a kind of a pain to find really anywhere, especially in the larger gears. He switched it over to a 48 pitch, either 48 or 42, I forget which. So that opens up the doors to all different kinds of modifications as far as gears go. But I really like his titanium drive shaft that he made for it. Plus, he made a bunch of carbon fiber bits for the sides, backbone, rear braces, and what it does is it gets rid of, I don't know if you can see that flex. There is a noticeable amount of flex in this chassis, and when you're doing well over 80 miles per hour, heck, you're doing over 50, you definitely want to get rid of that flex. So I like I said, I'll link his video down below, and it should be, after speaking to him, I believe it's this week, he's going to be offering those carbon fiber reinforcement plates out to the public. So he's going to be making them, which I think will be pretty cool. I don't know how much they're going to cost. I'm definitely going to have to order a set myself to try out. And I definitely want to get his titanium center shaft, because even at 46 miles per hour, I can hear a weird noise from this. And after I've taken off this center section, I can see some witness marks inside of there of where the drive shaft is flexing around and hitting the inside walls. So, yeah, definitely going to have to correct that. But for now, I am going to go ahead and tear him apart, swap these over. Well, that was a heck of a whistle. Swap these both over, and let's try for a proper speed run. Fingers crossed, we break 50 today. Let's go for it. And third time is the charm. So pulled the 5400 system out of the Mojave Grom, slapped it into here, and I think we should be a-okay now. Got one of the other batteries on the charger because this one's almost dead. And let's see if... Okay, it's linking. And... Alright. That sounds way better. Way better. I guess nothing else to do but go take her out for a rip. See if we could finally get a respectable speed out of it. Let's go hit it. Alright, here's to hoping that the third time is in fact the charm. Get the radio fired up. Get the car fired up. Oh, I thought I put that switch a little bit easier to hit, but there we go. We've got the Sky RC GNSS hooked up. We are reading. So, nope, sorry, wrong button. Start. There we go. And I am up at my little speed run spot, nice and clear. No wind today. Make sure. Yeah, that is reading. Let's just, I guess, just get right into it. See what it can do. Yeah, this motor seems a whole lot smoother than the other one. I'm already liking it a little bit more. Well, here goes nothing. Maybe 50? Maybe a little bit more. That's maybe 53. Already like it a lot better. All right, Mr. Car, what did you do this time? 55. You know what? I'll take that. 55 miles per hour for 40 bucks. That's a winner in my book. Actually, let me screenshot that. And we'll do one more pass. I'll let it run the entire length this time. We'll see what it does. Then I'll check the temperatures on it. Well, looks like I need to trim it just a little bit. Let's see what it does. Yeah, this motor, everything about this motor system just sounds better. It's smoother, it's quieter. There's the gyro doing its magic, keeping it straight. I like this setup. You know what? I think this 5400 is going to be the perfect setup for these things, because you can even gear it down a little bit more since I'm running the 22 pinion in it. 55 again. So I'm running the 22 on the stock 19. I bet it'll be even cooler. And I didn't bring my dang temperature probe again, so we'll just finger test it. Oh, wow, that is I mean, it's warm. It's probably 140-ish maybe, but for 4 or 5 back-to-back speed runs like that without giving it any cool down time, that's definitely a winner. So I think if you did this brushless conversion and just kept it on the stock 19 tooth pinion, you'll probably see right around 50 miles per hour, give or take, and it will run nice and cool. Well, didn't blow any tires. Everything seems good.
All right, guys, that is going to be my recommendation now. Then, though, KingVal 5400 system, fits perfect, bolts right in. You do that with the rocket fan, and as you can see, that is on a 3S battery. There you go, 3S. That is a winner. Well, I guess nothing to do now but maybe to order the big castle system for it and see if we can get into triple digits. All right, boys and girls, I hope you all enjoyed that video, and be sure to check out my friend's link of him doing over 80 with the castle system on there, and hit him up if you want to get some of them carbon fiber braces, and possibly he might be making the titanium drive shaft, as well as he might be offering the different pitch spur gear that will allow us to really experiment with different gears on this thing. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. It's the Dude RC.